Hello YouTube, this is Sam Waller and today I'll be presenting my new Versus series. Yes, I'm finally getting down to this incredible masterpiece that other Versus series has done. But before I start into my Versus series, I will give you a brief and depth detail of what I think about Disney buying the new Star Wars canon. I think the new Star Wars canon is pretty good. Do I think it was necessary? No, not really, but the benefits... Every single material the new Disney ties in, where the expanded universe, or legacy, or legends, whatever they call it now, it was so many things didn't really make sense with it. Obviously, I would have preferred to keep the expanded universe instead of canning it like Disney did. But it would have made more sense if they got rid of all the stuff of the legends and the after episode 6, after Return of the Jedi, would have made more sense instead of getting rid of all of it and starting from scratch. But hey, obviously Disney, saying that Disney did this out of creative term is a lie, but I will not be getting into this video today. So with all due, do I agree what Disney has technically said? Yes and no. I would have preferred to have the EU and the canon that I love so much, but now it's because it's gone. Am I looking forward to the future of Star Wars? Yes, I am. I'm looking forward to Rebel Season 2, I'm looking forward to the new video games, and I'm looking forward to Episode 7. Please be good, and not a Phantom Menace disappointment. Please, J.J. Abrams, if you're watching this, make it good. Please make it good. I don't want to sit through another disaster film. But anyway, let's get started on my YouTube video. 3, 2, 1. Ready, steady, go. Dooku is the apprentice of Grand Master Yoda, instructed in lightsaber combat by Grandmaster Thrawn. Dooku progressed well as a Jedi, developing well in the times of peace until 32 BBY, until Darth Maul revealed himself as the Sith Lord apprentice to Darth Sidious. Dooku would rise as well as being one of the greatest lightsaber duelists in that era, able to match Yoda and the famed Mace Windu in lightsaber combat. Dooku will go on to train many apprentices. None other were esteemed as his own great apprentice, Qui-Gon Jinn, who rise to the rank of master. Qui-Gon and Dooku will go on to many missions together, and he even knighted Qui-Gon on the spot. However, Dooku began to distrust the Senate, and he openly spoke out against the dismoral and cruel actions of the Senate, believing that the Senate were not, quote, quotation, as pacifistical as the beliefs of the Jedi, seeing them as a stupid, arrogant bunch of diplomats in a suit. However, the Jedi Masters in this time didn't see eye to eye in Dooku, and so the debate went on. Dooku left the Jedi Order in 32 BBY, stating that he had lost faith in the Jedi and the Republic, never to be seen again. During the Naboo crisis, Count Dooku was approached by the great Sith Lord Darth Sidious, and he was able to manipulate Dooku by showing him a Homer image of his apprentice Qui-Gon Jinn's death at the hands of the bloodthirsty Darth Maul, as well as Dooku's fascination with Sith history. Sidious dumped Count Dooku Darth Tyrannus, and they began to manipulate the final scheme in the Sith Grand Plan. Fruition. The rise of the Galactic Empire and the absolute destruction of the Jedi and the Republic. Dooku was the one who went to all of the worlds of the Confederacy, making them sign a document until it was advised, until their plot was discovered by Obi-Wan Kenobi on Geonosis. Dooku was the one who instigated the Clone Wars. and continued to serve, having many esteemed apprentices: Quinlan Vosk, Cyril Bulk, as Sergeant Ventress, and the diabolical droid commander General Grievous. Dooku would kill many Jedi during this war, as well as many return sparring sessions between him and Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker, until he finally met his end at the hands of the other. Dooku will be remembered and revered as a grand Jedi, as well as an opportunistical, destructible Sith Lord, a very powerful Sith Lord, as well as important to the rise of the Sith doctrine. But he failed to realize that he was never ever the true apprentice, that he was only an obstacle for the true apprentice, Anakin Skywalker, and he was betrayed by Sidious in 19 BBY when Sidious manipulated Skywalker into killing the Count. And Skywalker, well, what can I say? He agreed. Even though this wasn't an order, he reluctantly killed the Count, and that was the end of Count Dooku. Anakin Skywalker, the apprentice of Obi-Wan Kenobi, discovered by Master Qui-Gon Jinn after releasing the boy from slavery. Anakin and Obi-Wan will rise in prominence during the Clone Wars. The galactic-wide conflict saw the destruction of the Galactic Republic and the Jedi, and saw the rise of the Empire. Anakin Skywalker, along with his master Anakin and Obi-Wan Kenobi and Ahsoka Tano, Anakin was one of the major figureheads of the Clone Wars, rising to prominence as a great Jedi war hero, as well as a masterful teacher. Him, his master, and Ahsoka will go on many missions together until Ahsoka Tano left in 20 BBY, near the eve of the downfall. Anakin Skywalker will go on to kill all known Jedi and hunted them. He became the ruthless, bloodthirsty enforcer of the Empire, Darth Vader. After though he fought Obi-Wan Kenobi, he suffered fatal damage and near death. Anakin survived and was reconstructed in a cybernetical suit. Darth Vader was born. As Yoda was said, the boy you trained, gone he is, consumed by Darth Vader. Ahsoka Tano, the famed Padawan of Anakin Skywalker during the Clone Wars, was a very powerful, Force-sensitive female Togruta, assigned to Master Yoda to teach Anakin the responsibilities of being a Jedi, as well as the immortal message he failed of letting go of one's attachments. Ahsoka and Anakin grew quickly to be a great team, as well as Plo Koon, Padme, Obi-Wan. They grew to be a great group together, serving many missions during the Clone Wars, until 20 BBY, when Ahsoka Tano was framed by Barasafi of the bombing of the Jedi Temple. Ahsoka Tano raised him for innocence, and dueling Barasafi, unknowingly as disguised as Sergeant Ventress, she was captured and put on trial. But it was up to her master, Anakin Skywalker, to prove the young Togruta female's innocence. However, he uncovered it was Barasafi, Ahsoka's friend, who betrayed her. Ahsoka was released and was allowed to return to the Jedi Order. She refused, and Ahsoka Tano lost faith, and she was last seen walking away from the Jedi Temple, never to be seen again until she returned in 5 BBY to help the Lothal rebels in their hour of need. So, you know the drill by now. We will be comparing all these characters in their physical prime, not their prime age, their prime strength. Here we go. Count Dooku's physical time will probably be about the time in Revenge of the Sith, where he fought Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker for the final time on board the Bridge of Invisible Hand. when he fought to the death. For Anakin Skywalker, this also will be in Revenge of the Sith, where he fought Count Dooku, destroyed the Jedi Order, and fought Obi-Wan Kenobi for the last time for 20 years on Mustafar, where he received fatal injuries to his body. For Ahsoka Tano, this time will be her time during the Clone Wars. Evidently, Series 6, her final season, we will see the strengths of Ahsoka Tano really come to her own. So that's that. Let's get into the really juiciness of this great Versus series, I hope. Dooku is a man in he's 83 years old by the time of Revenge of the Sith. For an 80-year-old man, he is really good for his health and his age. But how he's able to fight off multiple Jedi, multiple Night Sisters, survive the powerful Gemso blows of Anakin Skywalker for a reasonable amount of time, but he is still a man who in his 80s, and he's not fit for a battle of stamina. That being said, Count Dooku has fought off multiple opponents, and even though he is not physically fit, he is a challenge for most other Jedi. The only Jedi by the time of Revenge of Obi who may stand a count against Count Dooku was Yoda and Mace Windu, until Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker came along, of course. Anakin Skywalker is in his early 20s by the time of Revenge of the Sith. Anakin Skywalker was a very fit, very flexible, very strong, late-aged young man, able to stand against the masters of his era. Very strong, very fit, and has a well of stamina he can pull off for. This guy has fought endless waves of battle droids, even for entire armies, and kept on going. And that being said, Dooku's fought Anakin so many times. It was only by the time when Palpatine goaded Anakin into killing Dooku's defenses crumbled. So Dooku has a lot of things to do, and Skywalker has as well. Dooku is as fit as Skywalker, but the problem is, age comes with experience, and experience will always happen. This has always been known. Skywalker is younger and more fitter, and has got a lot of stamina, and he's much more stronger than Dooku is. Dude, this guy has been shot, crushed, punched, beaten up, and he keeps on getting up. Dooku has no power reserves. Dooku is an 83-year-old man. Anakin Skywalker is a 21-year-old. That being said, Dooku is not some slouch. He is a very fit for his age. Skywalker's got his work cut out of him. So, the only deciding factor is, will Tano stand up against Count Dooku? Ahsoka Tano is a 16-year-old female Togruta. All Togrutas are born with modeled out head tails, so they can have echo sound and location. Ahsoka Tano is a very fit and very athletic Togruta female, coming from her nature being stronger and fitter than humans. Ahsoka Tano, like Anakin Skywalker, has fought entire armies of blaster-wielding assailants. I mean hours of blaster-wielding assailants. Ahsoka Tano may not have the experience of Anakin or Dooku, but she has faced off Ventress, a very dangerous adversary, as well as the droid General Grievous, and survived. And she's younger from both of them. Her stamina is incredible. Dooku has his work cut out of him with Skywalker and Tano. The verdict. Even though Dooku is an incredibly fit man for a man of his years, and he has had a lot of, and he's survived long energetical lightsaber duels, but he hasn't got the energy pool of Ahsoka Tano and Anakin Skywalker. Fit young individuals. Even though this doesn't defeat Dooku, Dooku can't fight forever. This is not a massive victory for Skywalker or Tano. This is just not. Dooku is a very powerful Sith Lord. Anakin Skywalker and Ahsoka Tano are very powerful Jedi. But Dooku can't keep fighting forever. They can. The edge goes to Ahsoka Tano and Anakin Skywalker. The edge goes to Anakin Skywalker and Ahsoka Tano. Only barely, though.